Hey.
Well, hello there. Happy New Year.
We're back.
Oh.
Happy New Year to you, sir.
Gosh, I feel like I haven't seen you since last year.
It's been a long time since I've heard that joke.
Oh my goodness. I have so much to talk about. I'm sure you do too.
Apparently, you've sent me at least 35 pins.
Yeah, sorry about that.
No, it's just
I missed you. What
analysis paralysis. Hey, I missed you, man.
I did. I missed you a lot. You had a good. You had a good holiday. You had
a
Merry Christmas.
It wasn't bad.
Yeah,
wasn't bad. Yeah, did a lot of traveling, seeing the family. Went through the Jackson, Mississippi area, and then over to Little Rock, and then back here, and it all went surprisingly well. Like not a lot of unexpected mishap or craziness or anything like that.
Was there expected mishap?
No, actually there wasn't. You never know when the politics are going to come in. Like my side of the family, not so much a problem, but the Emily side is a little, can be a little.
Oh,
I don't know.
Can be a little
political, but nothing happened. I mean, it was weirdly weird. Everything went off more or less.
It's my favorite kind of weird, really.
Without a hitch.
It's weirdly weird.
Yeah. And so I don't know, like the last time that's happened, that, not even a single sort of, we ran into this thing. Yeah, nothing. It was almost like disappointing, really.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't make for an exciting podcast. But
well, no, but you know what though? People don't want to hear about other people's. I mean, they want to hear about that kind of stuff. I don't think.
I don't know. Some of them are like, well, thank God it's not just me.
I'm getting a little feedback.
Are you? Like
I hear myself. Why do I hear myself?
That's weird.
Yeah. I don't like hearing myself.
Yeah, who does?
I mean, exactly. I wonder why. Anyway.
I wouldn't, if I was able to do the podcast without hearing you, I would do it.
You would do it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I can understand. I mean, I'm sure other people have thought the same thing. Like, I wonder if Marcus could just pull this off without that guy.
See, maybe I can put you just on the left channel and I'll be on the right channel. And then if somebody wants to cut one of us out, then they can.
Oh.
That's nice. Move the balance all the way one side or the other.
Oh, that would be an experience, wouldn't
it? If you got it in stereo in your headphones, it's like we're sitting on either side of you in a movie theater.
Yeah,
and we're talking
that's
across
not annoying
you.
At all.
No, that'd be awesome.
I saw Spider-Man.
What did you think?
I thought it was good. I was like, it's fun. It was fun. And
I liked it a lot.
And then, well, yeah, that's because everyone else's reaction in the world has been, oh my God, it's great. It's amazing. And I was thinking, yeah, it was good.
Mm-hmm.
It was fun. It was fun. I'm not going to say anything more because
fun.
I don't want to spoil anything, but it was just fun.
Yeah.
I like other movies better.
I think that the reason that I liked it so much is that they took it in, well, I mean, it's the point of it. It's not like they took it in an unexpected direction. We all knew pretty much the direction they were going to take it. But that, any other studio wouldn't have done that. And I think that's pretty cool. I think that's neat.
Yes. Without saying what we're talking about, yes.
Right.
Yeah.
So that was fun.
But,
anything with
I
Stephen
did have that
Strange in it,
experience.
I love it.
Yeah.
He's my
I did
favorite.
have that experience in the theater though, where people there was this young woman in front of me who was on her device, like looking at TikTok videos and showing TikTok videos to her friend. Not in the middle of the movie, but I was worried at the beginning. I had this anxiety because she was doing it like. There's like the trailers, and then there's the trailers that they show after the lights dim.
Right. Yeah.
Right. She was doing it while it was in the lights dimmed part.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh no! I'm a little nervous about
movie
that.
Time. It's time for movies.
Yeah.
That's you can tell because the lights dimmed.
Yeah. Yeah. Just like
they're trailers, but we all want to watch those too.
Right. And they didn't play the thing in the beginning, which, the public shaming video of like, hey, this is why it's important not to use your phone, silence your phones, all that stuff. They didn't do that, and I thought maybe they needed that message or something.
It's like also, Miranda rights, like if they don't play that, then it's okay to do it.
Yeah. And I came away from this experience because it's only the second movie I've seen in the theaters since theaters closed for COVID. Mm-hmm. Or I should say it's the second movie I've seen since they reopened from COVID. And I got to tell you, Marcus, I think that aside from the sounds, like Dolby Atmos in a theater is amazing.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Right? Aside from that, I could just watch a movie at home.
Yeah.
I think I'd prefer to just watch a movie at home, honestly.
I get that sentiment. I like there's a weird sort of, I don't know, feel like collective kind of excitement. If I'm in a bunch of people that are also seeing this for the first time and they're all excited, it makes it more exciting for me. The absolute best time I've had watching a movie in the theater was way back in the 90s when the Mystery Science
Schindler's
Theater
List?
3000. Yeah, absolutely. It was like, woohoo! No, when Mystery Science Theater 3000 released their actual in theaters movie where they did This Island Earth, going in there and watching that with a whole bunch of other people made it like 20 times funnier than it would have been had I been just watching it alone. And that was still one of my top 10 favorite movie experiences of all time.
I think Star Wars movies are like that.
Yeah.
When the first one, after I've seen it one time, I can see them at home.
Yeah, that I agree with you there. I don't find myself needing to go see something in the theater more than once.
Right. I just, it's the other people, Marcus. I mean, really, that's what it comes down to. It's the other people, and then they do these nice things where they have the order food from your seat kind of stuff, right? Mm-hmm. Like you can't even go to the refreshment like at the what's the place called up in
close one here,
Hamlin.
Cinepolis?
Cinepolis. Yeah, Cinepolis. Right? Cinnabon movie theater. Yes, that's it. It's very spicy. Very sentimenty. They didn't. Maybe I shouldn't even say this too loudly, but they didn't check the tickets, Marcus. Like the new thing is that you go in, and I had the tickets on my phone, of course. Uh-huh. And the iteration has happened over the past 2 years. They went from, having to get physical tickets, right? Mm-hmm. To, I guess, the 2 year mark. 2 years ago, Cinepolis was doing, like, they weren't tied in with Fandango yet. If you did it on if you bought your tickets on Fandango, you still had to go to their ticket booth thing inside and get paper tickets. Mm-hmm. Right. If you did the Cinepolis thing, I think at some point they switched it so then if you bought your tickets on the Cinepolis app, actually you couldn't buy them on Fandango anymore. Then you could show the app to the person, the ticket taker person, and they would scan it, and then you get in that way, right? Mm-hmm. So they went from like having to print tickets to scan the thing, right? To now, there's a sign. Instead of a dude, there's a sign. It's much cheaper. Like I assume the sign doesn't need to be fed or bathed or clothed or anything. There's a sign that basically says, "Proceed to your seat." Like you're like basically it's like a train. Like get on the train, get your seat. The dude will check your ticket there.
Yeah.
Right. They never check the ticket, Marcus.
Yeah, I would imagine it's one of those things where only in the case of a dispute, like A1 is my seat. A1 is my seat. Oh, A1 is my seat. And then like, all right, everybody whip out their phones.
Like in the stadium when people start in the seats low and then they get pushed further up, Right. But I ordered food. So you did the order food thing. Mm-hmm. And then I had this anxiety immediately of, okay, my button's not working. Like the little button in my chair isn't working. And I'm like,
the order food button or like the
order food
button?
And I'm seeing people get their food order. Like, come on. Okay, so then I have to hit Alex's button. His button lights up. Like, okay, great. So his button works. So then they come and they take the order and everything. And there's, by the way, there's also no hand sanitizing stations anywhere. So I had to go to the bathroom and wash my hands. That was the whole thing. But I was worried about missing the opportunity to order during that period of time. But I didn't. Right. So the guy comes and takes the order. And he's typing his little thing. Mm-hmm. And then I have to give him my credit card. And he takes my credit card and swipes it, and now I got to go wash my hands again. I mean, the whole reason of washing my hands, because I opened the door to the theater and held it open for my family and other people. I was like, okay, I won't touch anything. I'm going to go wash my hands before I eat, right? But so now I had to wash my hands again. Okay, so anyway, so that all happens. Then you have the anxiety of waiting for your food to come because it's coming in parts. Like the sodas will come, and the popcorn will come, and the candy will come. It all comes from different places and different people. It's like they're assembling it in the great nations of the world, and then they're bringing it all. The bounty is coming home, and I'm waiting, and I'm anxious about are we going to get the full order? And then Michelle gets her thing. We got the same thing, and I didn't get my thing. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, oh no, they forgot. So I had to push the button, but not my button. I had to push Alex's button. So then the person comes back, but now the theater's darkened, and I'm like, and I had to say I didn't get my thing. I didn't get my thing, and they said, oh no, I better. And I put it in. So then he goes back out, and within seconds he brings it back. Was it just sitting out there?
I don't know.
Right. So all this is happening, and I realized this is nice, but at the same time it's like taking something away from the experience of just being there in the movie, right? But I do all this pre-movie, right? I would never order something in the middle of the movie, but other people do,
right? Yeah,
because of course,
and it's set up for that.
It's bottomless sodas and popcorn, right? So people will order refills, and the guys will come out and they do the pretend ducking thing, Yeah. I'm making an attempt. I'm not really clearing. I'm not really below your horizon, but you can at least see that I'm attempting to be out of the way, right? So all of this is happening. And Marcus, and I just think to myself, I think I'd just rather be home.
Yeah.
If I want to get something to drink, I just pause it. What did he say? Oh, I'll put the captions on.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
I see that. You know what they should do in these places that serve the food at the movie? Is that, you know how it's all stadium seating now? So there's 3 feet almost of elevation between one row and the row behind it. What they should do is push the table and chair to the front of that precipice and have space behind the seats. So that when the waiter comes by,
they come behind you.
Their head is just right here, and they're looking. So they're behind the people sitting in front of you.
I love that. Yes.
And they're only head height in front of you, so they're not in anybody's way ever.
But how would you access the seat? Because the seats they're all jammed together. They don't actually create the space between.
Those are, but the ones at an Alamo Draft House kind of are a little different. They're not the super duper sectional couch, recliner thing. They're very comfortable, but they're not lay flats or whatever they have in these theaters now. And I think you would be able to have just a small channel that will let you get in there, and then they would be paired up like they are pretty much anywhere. I think that would work a lot better.
Yeah, I like that. Also, now that they're creating, I don't know if have you used AirPods with your Apple TV at all to watch a movie?
No, not with my Apple TV.
You should do that because, especially with, I tell you, I want to watch. Have you watched Free Guy yet?
Yeah.
It's fun, right? It's fun.
That's
It's
good,
worth watching
yeah.
again. It's because
Definitely.
it's free. It's on Disney Plus. It's free. Like you should watch it again. I think it's Disney. Yeah, still on Disney Plus. Watch it again, but wear your AirPods. Connect your AirPods to your Apple TV. Watch it that way. It has spatial sound.
Oh, really?
And not just spatial sound, Marcus, but I'm convinced that so it's not just like spatial sound like like you're used to. It's spatial sound so that if it knows where you are. So if you turn,
it shifts
it shifts.
Oh, wow. Now that's interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, you should try that. But what if they had something like that? What if you had headphones, or what if you could bring your own device, right? You bring your own device, and you could then, you could like sync into the movie theater system, so that you're never annoyed by people chatting around you,
right?
And you could feel the booms, the bass, because that's more feel anyway.
Right.
Also, you could go to the bathroom and still hear the movie.
And still be listening to this. Yeah. Because we were talking about that, right? That some of them will play the audio from, I guess, the nearest theater, because there's always like 4 theaters close by.
Where I've experienced is where the bathrooms are like below the theater, which is just an ingenious concept.
Interesting.
They have multiple bathrooms, and they put them kind of below the big theaters.
Okay. That's cool.
But I think, imagine. It's like silent disco.
Right. It's just the movie version. Silent disco movie.
Silent disco. How much would
Silent
you save?
Disco Movie Company.
Plus, also, you wouldn't disturb the other theaters that way. Sometimes you can hear you're watching some real romantic,
right?
Some quiet moment,
capital I important movie,
and then the next theater over, you're just boom, something definitely just exploded.
New York exploded on next door.
Oh, look, New York's under attack again.
Man, I can see why they're all bitter over there.
I like how they refer to it as the battle. In Avengers, they refer to it as the battle of New York, and I'm just thinking to myself, like, which one?
Right. Yeah.
I'm always thinking, well, which battle is this? King Kong? Is it Armageddon?
Heck, even in the Marvel universe, New York gets his butt kicked like all the time.
All the time. Right. People should wear hard hats. If you're walking around the streets of New York City in a Marvel universe, you should be wearing a hard hat. Definitely. Yeah. Lots of concrete falling.
Yeah. In fact, why do you live in New York still? After a few times when a building gets exploded by some sort of superpowered individual, at that point it's on you if you get killed in New York.
Exactly.
What's wrong with Buffalo?
I hear that is going to be New York's new slogan. Get killed here, it's on you. It's on you in more ways than one.
The city that never heals.
The city. Or perpetually heals or something. Okay. I don't know how to start this. Come at us.
I already like it.
I was taking a shower today.
Good start.
And I thought about you.
Great.
Yeah.
At what stage of your shower were you thinking of me? Was it doing the shampoo?
It was the lather. Yeah, it was lathering. Yeah, it was lathering.
Did you repeat?
Well, it was pre-lather actually that I thought about you because what I recognized, I don't know if let me go back 20 years ish.
Unexpected.
Have I ever talked about Mars?
Mars.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. All right. My friend Mars, the guy I worked with, one of the smartest guys I know.
How do you spell Mars?
M-A-R-C-E.
C-E. Okay.
And he was a colleague and friends of my friend Jeff, who's still to this day one of my best friends. And we all worked in the office, the governor's office of crime control. It's a serious subject matter, but these conversations we would have at lunch were not very serious. One of which was the fact. Well, I'm going to go down a different rabbit hole. There was this as an aside. It's important to say we were planning on going to dinner with the wives. The year was, I think it was pre-Alex. It was probably 2000 or early 2001 or something. And we were going to go to the Melting Pot, which is like a fondue place. Yeah. And we asked Mars if he wanted to come along, and he said, "Yeah, I don't like melted food." And I thought, "What do you mean you don't like melted food? Like what?" I said, "You like cheese? You like pizza?" You're like, "Yeah, okay." "You like chocolate?" "Yeah." Like, what else do you melt? Like, what else do you melt as food? Right. And anyway, he ended up going to dinner. But this gives you an idea of Mars. He once had a birthday party as an adult, years later, at Costco.
At Costco?
At Costco.
Like in that little sort of picnic table area with the food.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and we had, because he loved, this is Mars. When he would shop at Costco, it was like a military operation. Like he just had that brain. Like in fact, you would probably get along.
I have to tell you, I kind of like Marsh so far.
Because like he had everything down to like he knew exactly how much he needed and when he would need it, and so when he would go to Costco, he didn't really have to think about what he was going to buy because he just had his list of what he always got based on some algorithm.
Sure.
And one of the things as we talked about this I remember we were at Burger King. We were at the Towson Burger King on Joppa Road, and I'm saying that because there are some people from Baltimore who listen this will set them into space. I don't even know if it's still there anymore. It's probably gone. It probably blew up in the Battle of Baltimore or something. So we're sitting there, and he is describing his Costco shopping thing, right? We're talking about that. And he explains how he has like an alternate list, for alternate trips. So he's not always getting the same thing on each trip because some things last longer. Like, for example, when he's buying shampoo, it's not like he's like, okay, I buy shampoo now on January 1st, and so now I don't have to buy shampoo again until my trip in, I don't know, March or April or something. It's, oh no, I'll buy shampoo next month, but it's a different shampoo.
Oh, rotating it out.
He's rotating it out. I said, oh, so you rotate it like month to month? Oh, no. I rotate it. He says, I think he said he had like at least 2 different shampoos that he would rotate in the week.
In the week?
In the week, within the week.
Okay.
Right.
To what end?
Well, apparently he says, like, I don't know. He didn't have particularly flattering hair, so it wasn't like he was somebody to.
This wasn't required maintenance or anything.
I mean, he just said, like, he claimed that there's something good about like switching it up, like not always using the same shampoo or something.
Okay.
I just remember him talking about his shampoo schedule and me just laughing harder than I laughed in a long time about this whole concept, which is different. And that's different than, say, like the Neutrogena like anti-residue thing. Like I think that that's made as like a shampoo you're supposed to use not every day, but like once in a while.
Kind of reset, get the
I don't know.
That coats your hair or something.
Isn't there like
there.
shampoo they make for swimmers too? Like if you swim, they have to get the chlorine out or something. I don't know.
Probably.
Maybe I'm making it up. In any event, I was getting ready to lather up today, and I was thinking about Mars, thinking about Marcus. Maybe I just think about the Mar sounding people when I'm about the shampoo.
Mar people are
people. They're like mer people.
Monolithic. Monolithic.
So I'm looking down at this teak stool that I purchased when we moved here for just a crazy amount of money, but it's like amazing because it doesn't really weather or anything. And it's and on it, of course, is all the stuff.
Right. It's a teak shelf.
It's a teak shelf, not a stool anymore, right? It's a low shelf. And I counted, Marcus, for you.
How many different products?
There are at least 6 different shampoos.
Okay.
On this stool, Marcus, and at least 3 different conditioners.
Wow. I would have expected more conditioners than shampoos.
I thought the same. I knew you
enough.
would say that. I was prepared. I thought you Mark is going to be surprised about that. I don't know.
Yeah. It seems like that would be the more variance there.
That's what I would think too. But I can't explain that. Honestly, I can't. I cannot explain that part.
Who can say?
But what I can tell you is that it then occurred to me, like, I've become like this. I've become some version of Mars. Like I not in the sense that I don't like purposefully buy shampoos to rotate them and so forth.
Right. That might be a level of Mars that you haven't achieved yet.
Nor do I think I want to. But
this is what you say now.
But what I realize is that it's like a hunter-gatherer relationship of some sort. Like I think that, like, clearly I am the hunter and Michelle is the gatherer in this relationship.
Okay.
Like, and her gathering happens to occur in the hair products dimension. Mm-hmm. So, because not a single one of these shampoos have I purchased. Actually, that's not true.
Right.
One of them, just one I did.
Okay.
But 5 of them, I did not purchase. Michelle, she will come back from like the going to the hair salon, which she doesn't do frequently. It's like, feels like once a generation kind of thing. It's like she goes, I don't know, 3-4 times a year, most.
Okay.
Like, not a lot. But each time she comes back with a new shampoo, I think.
Oh, okay.
And
so these are all like salon level shampoos.
They're all salon level. Oh yeah.
I got Pantene this time, and I
they're
got
all boutique
Pert Plus next time or whatever. But this is all like dudes with French names and whatnot.
Some Aveda stuff, right?
Gerard Proufer
or
something.
And so what happens is, like, I'm at the buffet every time I'm taking a shower now. I'm like, What's and the only defense I have to this is that I have found myself selecting a shampoo for specific things. Like, so if it's a day that I'm doing a live show, for example, I use this shampoo. And there's no rhyme or reason to it. It's not like, oh, my hair looks particularly nice no, it's not that. It's just that's what I do, because now I don't have to make a decision.
I think that qualifies for Mars points. I think that you're getting close to that. Soon you will go and actively seek out these
when that runs out,
shampoos.
I can't do another show until I get this. No, I don't think so.
Oh, you don't think you're that ticky?
I don't think I'm that. Okay.
Moving on.
Yeah. But how many shampoos do you have?
I have one.
Okay, I knew. Yeah, that's good.
And it is in a very, very large pump bottle. I get it in bulk.
Is it mounted to the wall?
It is not. Well, it is on a shelf that is mounted to the wall, that I mounted to the wall, like a custom shelf that I put in there to increase our.
Wow.
It's
through tile.
Well, it's a big honking sort of plate that is adhesive, and then you push it against there, and you have to wait like a long time to let it set, and then you hook the shelf into that plate.
So it's going to fall off any moment now. Like it's going.
That's what I have been thinking that for a long time, but the plate itself is clear. It's like a clear plastic, so you can see where it is adhered to the wall and where it may not be adhered to the wall.
Is it adhered to tile?
It is adhered to like a clay type tile, and it's got a good sort of rough surface, the tile. So I think there's a lot for it to latch onto. I think if it was porcelain or something highly polished, it probably wouldn't be as good. But this is that sort of, rough and not textured, because it's not like a repeating pattern or anything, but it's like it was carved out of rock or something. It's got little hills and valleys, but like very small relief.
You got like a Flintstones shower.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. And then when you pull the dinosaur and the water comes out. But they make some kind of snide comment about your shampoo. It's like, how many shampoos are you gonna have there, buddy? But yeah, it hasn't, like, the little edge where you can see where the adhesive has stuck and adhered and there is no air there has not budged since I put it in there, and so I've been really impressed with it. I'm, like you said, I fully expected this to fall off way before now, and it's been about a year, and it doesn't seem to have moved an inch.
But you're not using this for balance. Like, you're not like washing your
feet. I'm not stepping on it or nothing. No.
But it's high up. I mean, how, like, is it like?
Oh, it's not even high up. It's because they put a woefully inadequate sort of alcove shelf in the wall with the tile. Where there's like a little thing in there that you might imagine like a long time ago somebody would put their landline phone in there or something. But it's like it can accommodate like 2 bottles of like regular style shampoo in there, and it's like, who put that? Who in their right mind thinks that's adequate shelving in here?
Yeah. But that should be an option when they're building the house. Like what size alcove do you want here?
Right, and how many like tiers? There's got to be shelves in there.
Like a wet bar.
It should be like a little uppy, like sort of 3 steps that you would have.
It should have its own drain.
It could, yeah, right. Yeah. And you should have one of those little squirty things, like you can serve yourself like Coke while you're in the shower.
That's what I'm saying.
But yeah, so I had to put something in there because, like, with Emily and myself both being people who use the shower and have things, piling them up on the floor was just not working. So I put some shelves in there, and now we're good. But I get them from Amazon, and then the big pump top things, because I figure, especially with something like shampoo, why would you get anything but the biggest one they have? I mean, aside from storage space, like you can't get.
What if you can't? The first time if you get a new one, you can't get the biggest because you might not like it.
Well, like, exactly. Like, once you found the one that you like, and I got the one, like, to your point with Michelle, I got the one that the lady used on me at the hair thing. I was like, oh, I like that, because I like that tea tree stuff, right? Like, I like that smell, and I like the sort of cooling effect. I love that stuff. So I was like, what is that? I like that. And then I went and found it on Amazon, and I got like a friggin' liter of the stuff, and in both shampoo and conditioner. So...
Well, you need an affiliate link of some sort, Marcus, so you can.
I wish, we'll set that up. It's the Accidentally Derivative Salon. We use exclusively whatever this is right here. Tea tree. We wash the possum in tea tree. He feels refreshed every time.
Okay, wait. So when you went, is this? When you were introduced to this shampoo, was it local here? Or was this something that happened?
Yeah, it was local. Yeah.
Oh, so you were using something different out west,
right? And I couldn't tell you what it was now that you mention it.
Wow.
I don't remember. I don't look back, Jason. When I change hair care products,
you just close the door.
I do not look back.
That's it. Yeah.
Now I did like the stuff I put in, like the product that I put in my hair, which doesn't look great right now.
No, it looks great.
But
it looks great.
Is from a company called a dude, I guess, named Kevin Murphy. And all of his stuff comes in these little boxes that I think is really cool. And I think it's the container that I like.
It has the little latch, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I like that. I love that. And also, it's the same name as the guy, to bring it back to Mystery Science Theater, it's the same name as the guy that was the voice of Tom Servo for so long, Kevin Murphy. So there you go. And he's a very funny guy. And I read, and his book, A Year at the Movies, is fantastic, and everyone should read it.
But it's a different Kevin Murphy. This is not the same Kevin Murphy as the hair product Kevin Murphy.
I have not positively confirmed that they're not the same, but I am assuming that they are not the same.
Okay. Well, as you know, I had an interesting salon experience myself recently.
Yes, you mentioned.
So, I've had increasing trouble with my hair person in scheduling stuff. Like between the holidays and her and I guess vacations, it's because we were in a good rhythm. It was like easy. Okay, I would schedule out. I would schedule like 2 months out, and then each time I was there, I would schedule like another month out. So then I was always like 2 months scheduled, 2 to 3 months, and it was a beautiful thing.
Now, she was one of those people like a dentist where like at the end they're like, "Can you want to go ahead and schedule your next one?"
Yes,
and then you were able to do it. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, and so it was always like, okay, on this day of the week, this time-ish. Sometimes I had to float a little bit, but otherwise it was kind of locked in. Something happened. I'm not sure what. It got all out of kilter. And it was going to be that I was going to... things got all screwed. To make a long story short, I did end up managing to get a haircut before I went to California. So this was like between Thanksgiving and early, like beginning of December. And then... But then like the next hair appointment I could get wasn't until like December 26th.
Oh, wow. Yikes.
Which is weird because it's like, which is fine from a time standpoint. Like that's not too much time. It was just weird the day after Christmas. It happens to be a Sunday. And I just, are you even open on a Sunday? Like, I don't know. So, okay. So
are you looking at this on an online thing or are you talking to her about this?
No, this got scheduled. It got scheduled. Like,
it already got scheduled.
I wish they had the online thing. That would be brilliant because then I could just go in without talking to anybody and
but I was
change things.
Going to say that like if it was online, I would assume that was a mistake. That this is seen as open.
I double checked. It was not.
Yeah, okay.
It was all right. So, okay. So it was fine. Day after Christmas, I'm not doing anything. No one's doing anything. It's a Sunday. No problem. Sunday morning, I get a text message. I gotta bring it up.
Okay.
I gotta bring it up. Let me search for her name. Okay. Here it is. Good morning. I'm writing to you on behalf of insert business name here. Sadly, insert name of person here has had a personal emergency and is unable to come in. If you'd like to give us a call or text here, we can work on rescheduling that appointment for you. Thank you so much for your patience and understanding. That was at like 10 a.m. on Sunday. I think my appointment was at 12:30 to something like that. Whatever. Of course, immediately I thought to myself, "Oh, I'm sure if I had called them, they would be trying to charge me or something." But whatever. So I wrote back and I said, "Okay, thanks for the heads up." And then they wrote back and said, "You're welcome, Jason. Would you like to reschedule it this time?" And so I was like, as a matter of fact, I would. This is great. I don't have to talk to anybody. Okay. Yeah. What's the next available this person has on either Thursday or weekend? And long pause. 3 hours later, they respond saying, that would be the week of the 27th of January.
Oh, wow. A month later.
If you are able to come in on another weekday, we may be able to get you in sooner. I'm like, who has weekdays open? Like, I can't just come in on a weekday.
Yeah.
Good. And then, so then on, okay. So she then wanted to punt. I shouldn't characterize it. She was suggesting somebody else. I see somebody else. If I wanted to get in sooner, this other person could get me in like the second week of January. Even that was too far out. At this point, like I can't wait that long.
Because you're on the day you were supposed to get the haircut, and that assumes you need a haircut on that day.
That was
so they're
already
saying, how about a month later?
Bit. Yeah. Even two. So ended up getting in to see this a different person on a Thursday, mind you. And Thursday afternoons, I tend to try to keep open for stuff like this, like stuff,
right.
Either doctor's appointments or haircuts or just catching up on things, whatever, like just try to keep that Thursday afternoon open. Mm-hmm. So that's why Thursdays are the day I'm usually trying to work with. So end up getting in to see this other person. Well, this other person is a guy, and he's at he's an upper echelon level there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. He's somebody I've actually been wanting to see for a very long time. But I, we've talked about me wanting, the whole switching to a different person in the places.
Sure. But you got a bump up. You got an upgrade.
It's like getting a divorce and attending the same church. Like I'm now married to this
right.
new. We still go to the same church. Does that work out? I don't know. It feels weird.
There's astute simile there.
So, or a book club. I don't know. So I
Oh, that would be worse.
So I
have face-to-face interaction, and it's going to be at their house one week.
I know. So I'm kind of excited about this though, because I figure this is great because this person, I knew she wasn't going to, my normal person wasn't going to be there on this Thursday. So this was great. I was going to be able to see this other new person, the new person for me,
right.
when I knew she wasn't going to be there, which means that I'm not going to feel like I'm cheating per se.
Right.
Although
with her, it's another month.
Right. So I go in to see this person.
Mm-hmm.
And I sit down, and I say I'm here to see so-and-so. Okay, just be a minute, have a seat, no problem. Can I get you anything? They always ask you, can I get you anything? Because apparently you can get they'll bring you beverages or something.
Yeah, I've never understood, what are my options? But I feel like such a jerk going, wow, what do you got?
Where's the menu? Right, how about...
can you make an old-fashioned?
How about you have a Slurpee? Can I get a Slurpee?
And an Archie comic?
I feel like the guy.
Let's see how
I feel
good
like
you
Clarence. I feel like Clarence in It's a Wonderful Life. You're like a nice mulled wine. That's what I'd like. Listen, buddy. We make hard
how
drinks.
How fresh is the salmon?
Men are looking to get drunk fast. Kind of thing.
Yeah. Give me a Long Island iced tea.
So then he comes out, and then there's this awkward. It starts off awkward immediately, Marcus, because I'm a little nervous. This is my first time. I'm a little nervous. And he comes out.
This guy's a level 4 or whatever.
He's like a level
up.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I've been watching him from afar. And he comes in to the area, and he's like, "Hi, I'm Sean." I'll use his name. It's fine. And he says, "Hi." He says, "Hi, Jason." He's like, "I'm Sean." Or he says, "Jason." He looks at me like, "Jason? Jason?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "I'm Sean." And I was like, "Hi, Sean. I'm Jason." Well, why did I say I'm Jason? We already established this.
I'm still Jason.
So it's already that moment. Like
right.
when you're buying a movie ticket and they say, enjoy the show, and you're like, "You too." No,
yeah.
No, you won't. You're gonna be out here.
How you doing? Nothing.
Yeah. So now I'm going back to the spot. And he asked me if I would like anything again, and I'm like, no. But what's weird is that he asks me twice. "Are you sure we can't get you anything?" I'm like, "You really want me? You're really pushing the drinks thing." I don't know.
Yeah, we rather you be a little lit when we start cutting your hair.
Honestly, the main reason I don't want anything is because what exactly am I going to do with it, and when am I going to drink it?
You got the thing over you.
Are you cutting my hair while am I going to get hair in my drink?
Right. And even if not, I've got the big drape over me. I have to go way around to try to take a sip out of my water or whatever.
How is this going to work logistically?
There's very few more awkward positions you can be in to be eating than getting your hair cut.
It's almost like the dentist asking if you'd like.
That would be the other one, yeah.
I don't know. Or are you going to let me taste it and suck it out of my mouth?
Right. Would you like a steak?
Yes, would you like some whiskey tasting while you're having your teeth cleaned? Well, yes, I would.
Yeah, that actually I would work. I would.
And you don't swallow it all. They just suck it right back out. It's great.
Ooh.
Anyway, you never have to clean the machine.
No. And it's disinfecting your teeth. It's alcohol after all.
Right. So
a good swish.
It's a little swish. So for those not watching on YouTube, Jason just swished. And so we get back there. Okay, and his station is kind of out in the middle of everything.
Oh, heck yeah. He's the captain.
He's like, he's like in the middle, which I'm already intimidated by. And he speaks loudly.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. So he puts the thing on, and then he asks the question. The question, Marcus. Buttons me up. So what are we doing today?
Here we go.
Like, well, I'd like to have my oil changed. We're going to bake some sourdough. Like, what?
Sean, I was thinking about a haircut. What do you think? Can I bring you anything? You can bring me a haircut, Sean.
And I'm like, is there a menu?
Right. You see where it is now? Make it shorter.
Is there like a secret menu? Is this like In-N-Out or Starbucks where there's like the secret? Like I'll have a red eye. Wink, wink.
Right.
Like. So
how many people go in there and have like, I want to do something completely different than what's on my head right now? I mean,
I think people do.
I want to do a mohawk, Sean. How about and make it sideways? Actually, I want to try that.
So I go through my normal thing, which I have distilled down over generations, over decades to like, I like this long and this short, and then I like it sort of tighten in the back, and then the thing, right? And then I give them the pointers, the pointers that I've learned, not the Pointer Sisters, but pointers that I've learned over the time, which is like this side of my hair is a bit of trouble because it likes to grow like this behaves, this does not. This likes to go like straight out. So I like to try to leave this a little longer. All these things. I don't like to go too short in the back because I don't like to see scalp. All this stuff. I give him all the notes, which I know he already has.
And you went through all of that with him. As soon as he asked that question, he immediately regretted it.
No. He was, so he grabs the piece of paper.
Oh, there's paper involved.
Oh, there's paper. And he's got the notes. And these are the most intimidating notes. These are like the level, it's like when you go to the doctors and you have your chart and and they've written things, or restaurants, they're writing stuff about you. I know that there's stuff in there about my preferences. There's probably even things in there like, you should probably avoid this topic, or
there's some judgments in there.
Of course, right? But laced with nice language, like
sure.
He has this challenging part of hair,
written in very sarcastic ink.
Yes. So he's like, okay, and I see this, and I see here that so and so usually uses this. Is okay. Now this is an important moment, Marcus, and it's coming. I see that so and so usually uses a number 8, like she means right thing. on like all around, blah, blah, blah. And he's asking me like for validation. And the fact that he's
like, are you going to tell on her in some way?
Well, like he's saying, and I don't like. Are you asking because you're in disbelief? Are you asking because? And I said to them like, I don't know numbers. Like I don't remember numbers. Well, that should be in the notes.
You're the hair guy, dude.
He's going. This is a trust fall for him. But I stepped up, Marcus. Mm-hmm. And I said, well, I said, I don't know, maybe it's a number 8, but I just know that I don't like to go too short here and over here, and this part sticks out. I just repeated the things, repeated the notes. And then I said, and sometimes in the past, what's worked is just do a scissor cut. No buzzers, just all scissor cut. Yeah. Because that is like that's the bespoke. That's the holy grail.
Yeah.
Right?
That's tailored to your head, your contours, your idiosyncratic hair things. Yes. Good stuff.
The best haircut I had previously was, remember when Elvis cut my hair? Just a scissor cut.
The king.
Just a scissor cut.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy, Sean, he says to me, well, Jason, because of this and the way this, I think we just stick with the scissor cut.
All right. You're in.
By golly, here we go. Okay. What I'm not mentioning is this entire time, there's this woman looming off to the side.
Uh-oh.
Shifting positions. And I wasn't, at first, for the first few minutes, I thought she was waiting to ask him a question, but she was just being polite and not wanting to interrupt him.
Mm-hmm.
But she never asked the question. And so I was close to stopping and saying, do you need something? Do you need to be here? Because he's already speaking loudly enough. Like, I'm already, what's going on? And then when he would say certain things like, oh, I'm going to do this, I'll do this, she would then spring into action. So now I'm thinking, oh, she's like getting stuff ready for him.
She's the Sous Salonist.
He has an assistant.
Yeah.
Like, oh, yeah, she's like the Sous Salonist. Yes, the Sous Salonist. Those are two words, but it could be one word, like the Sous Salonist. Yeah.
Sous Salonist.
I like it. And like, oh, my other person never had a Sous Salonist.
Yeah.
They
didn't rate one yet.
This is great. Okay. All right. Now I've got a team. Okay. This is where it gets interesting. He then says, all right, I'm going to have Carol wash your hair, and then you come back. Okay, this is already a different system.
Wow, this is kind of dentist-like.
In the old system, they do the haircut thing, and then I get the hair wash thing, and then I come back.
Right, that's the way mine does.
And then they do, right. Okay. So, hair wash first.
Hair wash first, yeah.
Okay. So I've done that before, but that's fine.
Yeah, me too.
So it's just different.
Where they cut it
system.
while your hair is like wet.
Yeah. So okay. So he's not washing my hair, so it's going to be Carol washing the hair because apparently he's higher than that. He's not like
right. He doesn't do that anymore.
Right. He's got her for that. So then I go over to the wash thing, but now I'm having flashbacks to those salons where this has happened in the past, and I've always tipped that person.
Oh, really?
Always tipped that person separately. Yeah, because I don't know. That's how my mother taught me to do it. Like that's just like what you did.
Interesting.
But I'm not prepared for this, Marcus. I'm prepared
with cards
for one
these
tip
days.
Today.
Who carries tip cash?
Well, I do. I carry tip cash.
Well,
I'm a tip.
okay.
I'm a
who
cash
aside
tipper.
from you?
I don't know, but I pride myself in being a cash tipper. But I go in. I have it in the right. I have it in a certain pocket. Keep it separate. It's ready to go, so I don't mix the things.
You should have one of those things that like riverboat gamblers used to use to like cheat at cards, and it kind of shoots the money into your hand from your sleeve. That would be cool.
Except when it malfunctions, you're like, man.
And you twang a 20 right into somebody's eye.
You bring a web slinger by accident.
Sorry. Well, there's your tip.
Right? So I'm all anxious about that. Like when and how am I going to tip her? Because I don't have the cash for that. I got right. Yeah. And then I'm thinking, well, maybe I don't tip. Maybe it's built in. Like I don't know what maybe he pays her. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Like, I get to the system. I get to the bowl. I made notes. I'm pulling my notes up just to make sure I get all the stuff. Oh yeah, here it is. All right, so I get there and I can't. And the other thing, I'm not sure if are there going to be 2 washes now.
Oh yeah.
Or is there going to be like this is just the quick wash before the haircut, and then there's like the final wash? Because this is the place that does like the
washes.
Yeah, this is the place that does like they'll do like the, if you want, they'll do like the hand massage thing, or the stuff and it's all very fancy.
That's cool. I have had the scalp massage thing, but I've never done anything like have a hand massage or.
It's a little weird. Yeah, it's a little weird. So it's a little too familiar. So,
kind of intimate for a haircut.
It feels that way. Yeah. So then,
you're here to have your haircut? Well, disrobe and then get over there. Whoa.
Okay. Why isn't this? Oh no. I just did something. Okay, there we go. So and
we're back.
Lay back. And she proceeds to do the thing and, adjust and ask that the temperature's okay and it's fine. You ever get to the point where it's a little cuspy?
Cuspy?
Yeah, like the temperature, like maybe it's a little, it could be warmer or it's edging into like hot.
Too hot, yeah.
But they ask like, temperature okay? And I don't want to cause any trouble.
Yeah.
So I'm like, it's fine.
I like it hotter than I like every now and then it'll be cold and I'll be like, oof, that's.
Yeah, they'll try to warm it up for. Yeah, that's true.
So I don't think I've ever told them no. It's not good. Can you make it hotter? I'm just like, whatever. You do you.
She's proceeding to wash my hair. Okay. And she begins a dialogue. In an accent I hadn't heard her speak up until this moment.
Okay.
An accent I can't figure out. But what I do know is that I could only understand about 1/3 of what she was saying.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So like any sort of vague origin? Like is it...
Well, I'll get there.
Within... Oh, okay. Gotcha.
No, it becomes unveiled. Because during this hair wash, I learned a lot about this person.
Oh. A sharer.
Well, it gets awkward too. Like, so she's washing my hair, and she says, the first thing she says is, "This is the first time I'm washing your hair."
Just kind of telling you that, like, I'm aware.
Yeah, like I think this the first time I've washed your hair, and I think you're right, okay. And then she follows with, I see you all the time, but I think this is the first time I'm washing your hair. Yes, Marcus.
Hoping that she's meaning in the salon.
I think that's what she means.
hides in your bushes or anything.
I think that's what she means. But even then, it's like, well, I'm
all
only
the
here
time.
like,
That's kind
like
of
all the time. Like I'm only here once a month.
Right. That's kind of that was what kind of set me off. I was like, whoa.
All the time.
All the time.
And you know how many people pass through that place?
Yeah.
The fact that she's like, I don't want to know why you remember.
Yeah.
Not only that I'm here all the time, but that you have never washed my hair. Has she been longing to wash my hair? Like,
right. Wow.
I know. It is.
I mean, I long to wash your hair. That's luxurious hair.
So then she says, your hair's soft.
That's weird for normal people. That is intensely bizarre for you. I know that she has chosen the wrong guy to get like this with. Cartoon alarms, ooga, ooga, are going off in your head. Oh no.
And I'm like, I feel complimented.
Yeah, it's not a negative thing.
But I'm scared to death that the next thing she's going to ask is what product do I usually use on my hair? Because then I'm going to have to explain, well, I have 6 different shampoos.
Okay, we got this teak stool, right?
Please, the love of God, please. And I'm trapped, right? I'm trapped. Please don't ask. I'm going to be forced to lie.
Right.
And Bob, I'll probably give some version of like, I don't know, whatever my wife brings home. I don't know.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah. Because That's usually my go-to answer. Like, I'm not telling you the truth. The truth is too embarrassing. I'm going to actually just tell you I don't know, as if I don't care.
Off on my wife.
So
I'm not weird. She's weird.
right. And then she asks if I've. Oh, she's like, oh, you watch. Not like, oh, it wasn't like a discovery. It was, did you wash your hair today already, like, or something? It was weird. Like, number one, why is that relevant? And number two, I was like, yeah. Like, am I going to get like a less of a shampoo now because
right? We don't want to waste shampoo.
Right. Okay. So there's the thing, and then she. I don't know how this comes up. I'm sure she asked something about the holiday. Did you have a nice holiday? Because of course we're going to chit chat.
Yeah.
And she proceeds to tell me that this is when I discovered that she's French.
Ah, okay.
Because she tells me she's French. She has a French. She had a family over, or maybe her children's friends, or I don't know. I could only understand the third what she was saying. All I do know is that she had Latin people, which I assume means Hispanic. I don't know unless she means like they're actually from Rome. Maybe they're Italian. I don't know. But she had Latin people over for French.
Means Latin America, right?
French Christmas
regardless
dinner.
Of whether they're
right.
Hispanic.
French Christmas, which involves duck and foie gras and some other things that I probably couldn't understand because she's French.
And
That's what she tells me. She's French, right? All the fliflon.
Right.
And
Christmas.
Right. And so then, I'm learning all about this stuff. I get to this point. Then she asked if I would like the hand massage thing, which I thought at that point was like, I don't know how I feel about that.
From the French lady.
Yeah. Or I get an option, or a scalp massage. Like, oh, scalp massage. Scalp massage is what we want. Yes, stay where you are. Yeah, stay where right. I gotta tell you, I never felt like threatened or like there was some kind of weird awkwardness
coming on to you or something.
No, it was never any of that. It was more like
it
was just this weird familiarity that I
guess it kind of makes sense that she's French then. I mean, because isn't that the stereotype that they're very there's no such thing as personal space, that kind of thing.
I thought they were mean.
Well, those are Parisians, I think. I think the rest of French people are.
That's probably true. Yeah, that's probably true. Okay, so and anyway, so she does her thing, finishes up, towel back on my head, all the things, and then I'm thinking to myself, how am I going to tip her? Because clearly since she did all those things, there's not going to be another wash now.
Well, thank God she's French because they're not a tipping culture. You're like, I didn't want to insult you.
I didn't know that. Now I've insulted. Okay, so spoiler alert. So I besides the washroom, the distance between the washroom and where Sean is, it's like 15 feet.
Wow.
And I'm wearing a cape.
Yeah.
Well, no, at that point I'm not wearing a cape. It's a towel. I just thought, what are the logistics here, and how do I?
That's always the awkwardest walk when you have to do that, and you go like you're almost like paraded in front of the other people getting their hair cut, and you're like, it's kind of a weirdly, I don't know.
It's weird. It was already weird because it was relatively empty in there, which threw me off from the beginning because I walked in and the place was empty, and I thought to myself, wait a second, is it Sunday? Am I here on the wrong day? Wait, no, Sunday. They changed it from Sunday. Why am I here on Sunday? Oh, no, I'm not supposed to be here today. Why am I here? Oh, no, it's not Sunday. It's Thursday. Why is it empty?
All she had to do is massage your scalp, and it's thrown you completely.
That all happened. So anyway, so walk back to the chair. I get back to the chair. There's no opportunity to tip her. She's gone off in a different direction. Like, okay. But I'm not sure whether she's giving me a look like she's expecting. I don't know. It's this weird, awkward moment. Okay, she's going to go get Sean. Now, she goes back to get Sean from the back room to let him know that I'm ready. And at that moment, all I could think to myself is, what has Sean been doing?
Right. Is he back there like meditating like a Jedi master or something?
Is he sharpening his blades? Like, is he playing Donkey Kong? Like, what is he doing?
He's singing a Stephen Sondheim song.
Not that I could hear, but like, what is he doing? Yes. So he comes back out. Also, I gotta put it like the next 15 minutes of my life are spent having a conversation, but trying to avoid anything that will make me go into that relationship development mode, like, because I don't know what our deal is going to be. Is this a one-night stand?
Right.
Is this like, I don't want to tell you what I do because I don't want him to ask. I'm trying, like, anything. So I'm engaging. I'm the one getting this conversation going. I'm asking him about his holidays. I'm asking him about vacations. I'm asking him. We start talking about COVID and vaccinations. I'm going to bring up politics before he can ask me, like, so what do you do? Because I don't want to have this conversation.
Don't fall in love, baby.
And I don't even like to try to explain what I do, Marcus. I can't.
I'm in ceramics.
That's what I should start saying. I can't. I'm in plastics. Oh, you mean like surgery? No.
That's what the podcaster I listen to a lot, Merlin Mann, says when he's like, I could try to explain it, or I could just tell him I'm in ceramics. That usually shuts down the conversation. It's like, okay.
That's brilliant. I'm into polymers.
Right.
I make polymers. Yeah, but I can't talk about it. Most of it's government contracting. I can't really talk about it. Yeah. You've heard of the magic bullet? That's kind of my thing.
I write NDAs, and so you can imagine. That's
in fact, this whole conversation.
Like, hey, would you mind signing this?
That's beautiful. NDA. Right? I love that. Okay, so they'll think I say NBA, and they're like, "Oh, really?"
Yeah.
So
place that replaced
you ride
request.
NBA players. I'm sitting there doing this thing, avoiding the conversation successfully, mind you. He does the haircut, does all the stuff. It's different. It's just different. You know, everything's different. Mm-hmm. And at the end, I got all excited at the end. Not like that. I got all excited because one boy, he spins me around and he's doing the thing like behind me, like so my back's in the mirror and I'm looking out and now I can see all these, like, there's a lot of activity, like salon people going this way, salon people going that way, and all the while narrowly escaping a tripping on my feet because I'm out in the middle of like and this one guy kind of has to go around like quickly. So it was like a crisis.
Weird.
And he's doing his thing. It was really weird. I was like, is this not normal? Is this like, are my feet too long for you people? Like, is this not normally here? I don't understand why it's suddenly a problem for people walking.
Is Sean being a jerk and when he pulled his chair out in the middle of everything?
That's what I'm wondering too. Is this Sean being Sean? I don't know. Right?
Friggin' Sean was out in the middle of everything again.
Where I get excited. You see, he takes this can out of some sort and he like sprays it in his hand. He's doing the Mr. Miyagi.
Uh-oh.
And I thought for a second I was going to get the hot lather.
The straight razor? Oh.
Yeah. I know, right? When you see that coming, you're like, oh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's on now.
But it wasn't.
Oh.
It was this hair product.
For and you or for Sean?
Yeah, for me. Yeah, for Sean.
It's like, no, we're going.
No, for me. Like, And then he hairsprays.
Really?
Like
and
I'm
like
an
at any
old
time
woman.
Did he ask you how you usually do your hair or anything like that?
Not a single time.
Sean is an artiste. It's like, doesn't matter how you do it. This is how Sean does it.
But the thing is, he did it the right way. He could
sense.
Fluffed it. It was a little extra fluffy. You know how it is when you go to these places. They're fluffing it up a bit. But
blow dry it?
He blow dries it, yeah.
Yeah.
And he's blow drying it, and I guess that's getting most of the hair off. But I like the wash after because it really gets the most of the hair away. Yeah. Anyway, but then he does the hairspray thing, I'm like, I'm not. Am I 70? Am I 80? Like what? Who hairsprays their hair like that? You're like, really? You know that doesn't actually work, right? Like, all you've just done is made me combustible. Like, if I go outside and somebody gets a match to my head too close, it's like, whoosh, right? As soon as you go out in the wind, a Florida wind, that hairspray is not going to do a thing. You know that.
I will say this, as someone from the theater, Aquanet. That is super glue in aerosol
copious
form.
Amounts. Yeah, in copious, yes. But like, and it's also very flammable.
Oh, extremely.
Yeah,
as are most theaters. And probably for that reason.
So, he finishes the whole thing. Great. See ya. Wonderful. But then there's that awkward moment where there wasn't the so, you know, will I see you again kind of thing? Like, because he recognizes, he knows I usually see this person.
Yeah, he's aware of the fact that he's kind of the pinch hitter.
But does he want to just be the pinch hitter?
Or is he looking to start in your baseball game of hair care? No,
I feel like we're doing this dance. And I wouldn't be like, you know, was it good for you? Kind of like, was it good? Like, do you want to do this again? Like, I don't know what he's looking for.
Did it come on too strong?
I don't know what you're looking for here.
You had me at hairspray.
I don't know. Like, clearly Thursdays is a conflict now, Bill, because the other person I know works on Thursdays. He works on Thursdays, and he's out in the middle of nowhere. She's going to know if I'm seeing somebody else. But it's kind of her fault. She kind of like earned it at this point because like she's just become very, very difficult to schedule. And
well, that's kind of the thing, right? Is that like, do they have an online scheduler thing that you can use? No, that stinks everywhere. I almost to this point, or at this point, or whatever.
All the points.
I don't go to a place that doesn't allow me to schedule online. I hate calling places, and especially if it's like their schedule. Like maybe you can't book online, but you can see their schedule online or something like that. Because to be like, hey, when you got open, you know, and start that weird conversation.
No. You need a person.
Yeah, I hate that. Yeah.
You need I think everything should be online though. Everything.
Absolutely everything. There's no excuse at this point. None.
Well, they like to control their schedules. I think more like so. You know, sometimes you pick a spot that's not going to make it like it's not going to be conducive to filling their schedule or filling their you know, they like to have things
you can awkwardly place yourself in between two things.
I was going to eat lunch there, but now
now I got to stand around until the end of the day. Friggin' 30 minutes, which isn't enough for anything.
But they can always text me and say, hey, you know, can you do earlier or something? Anyhow, I may just start trying to text this number though, like the one that texts me.
Oh, just start doing it that way.
Yeah, why not?
I mean, it's like not online, but it's
kind of had this back door now. It's like back door entrance now. Yeah, like, hey, by the way.
Hey, just under the table, what's Sean's availability?
Yeah, just want
You
to know.
got any times where Sean's available and my usual person is not, and that's going to be the only time I can do it.
When does that moon come into that? So I think I kind of think I want to see Sean again.
Yeah, well, sounds like.
So okay, we get up to the station. He says, thank you, blah, blah, blah. It's that awkward goodbye, like, will I see you again? I don't know.
Right. Yeah.
And then the person says, to like the checkout person says, okay, I see you have your next haircut scheduled for January 20th or something like.
So you're on the books for that one. And that's with the original lady.
But I don't know who it's with. No, I don't know who it's with.
Oh. And so, like if you kind of blow your cover if you ask.
Aha, exactly. And I don't want to have that awkward conversation there in front of people, like me saying,
right.
Well, no. I don't want to see this person again. I want to see Sean.
Right. Oh, no.
I can't do that there. I'm going to have to do that after the fact. That's going to happen this week for sure. I think so. And then they ask, do the checkout thing, and they asked if I need do I need to put tip on, or did I and I said I already took care, because I did. I gave the whole, I do the whole like sly, like here's your hey, nice seeing you, blah blah blah, here's your money kind of thing. Okay. Cash tip.
Do you say cash tip when you give it to them?
I don't. I think it's implied. Okay. I feel like it's implied in the folded bill. Yeah. I do worry though, because I had to change my system up because of the assistant. I had to now have two things going, and I realized that I only had two types of bills in my wallet: 20s and just like not enough ones. Mm-hmm. Right. So I got Sean his tip. And then the assistant person, so the woman says, you need to take care of the tip. No, I did it already. I said, but I didn't tip his assistant. I didn't take care of her yet. And I was kind of half hoping that they would say, oh, no, that she doesn't usually get tips. Like,
she's French. We don't.
She's French. No, it's just, but she didn't. So she said instead was, I can give you this. I can put it in this envelope. So she has a little tip envelope.
Oh, like on a cruise.
Like a tip envelope, and she writes the person's name on it. And I just stick a 20 in there, Marcus.
And you didn't even get the hand massage.
I didn't know what to do. Do I give her like $3? Because at this point, it's obvious I'm asking for change for the tip.
Right.
And now I'm going to have to tell them, like, how I tell them to give me the change is going to tell them when I'm tipping.
Right. Can you give me this 20 in ones?
And there's 1,600 people up around this counter. There's a lot of pressure. Time pressure. People pressure. I just want to get out at this point. I just want to leave. I'm finished and I want to leave. And the fastest way to leave is just to give this one denomination in this envelope and get the heck out of Dodge, Marcus. Plus,
take it all.
Plus, if I'm going to see him again, I'm probably going to see her again.
And you get the good hand massage.
Well, that's what I know. But then I thought, oh crap. Have I now set an unexpected, an unreasonable
Is it 20
precedent?
bucks a shot now?
Right, I can't handle that kind of wash girl economics. Come on. What do I do? But then I was like, well, maybe it's Christmas. Like it's Christmas, it's the holidays. She'll just think it's like a Christmas tip. That'll be the justification. But then they take it. I say, well, should I take this too? Like, I get the envelope. Do I take? What do I do with this? She's like, oh, we have a little box. You put it in a little box. Well, I didn't sign it. She's not going to know who that's from.
From Père Noël.
Like, I don't know what to do. Like, now she doesn't know who left the big tip.
Oh, wow, yeah. Well, that lets you off the hook for the precedent thing, though, yeah?
It's true. I guess as it balances out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
$20 just to get out of this awkward situation. How much to eject right now?
What am I going to do?
The Irish exit fee.
So, I don't know. So I guess I'm going to see Sean.
Yeah, well,
I don't know.
We'll find out.
I do have that. I'm going to have to deal with the awkward. I don't know how to get around that. I really don't. And I kind of want to cast aspersions. Like, it was your fault. You could have had me.
You drove me away.
I was all yours and you took me for granted.
I tried, and you wouldn't meet me halfway. You just blocked me out. You blocked me out for a whole month. I couldn't get anywhere.
Come
Well, that's what you should have done. Like when you were like, "Yeah, you still got this thing for whatever." I was like, "Oh, well, that was when I thought I wasn't going to get my hair cut today. I better take that one off the books." And then but missed opportunity there.
Yeah.
Look, I think we're growing apart.
No pun intended.
Growing apart. Oh my God. It's full of hair puns.
So that happened.
Yeah, that was an eventful Boxing Day you had there.
It wasn't boxing. It turned out to not be Boxing Day.
Oh, wait, it was the next Thursday?
It ended up being Thursday. Yeah, so it was just,
right. Okay.
A few days ago. Yeah. Whatever day that is.
Yeah.
What do they call that?
Wrestling Day.
It's not Maundy Thursday. It's
Maundy Thursday is until
Easter-ish.
Like getting close to Lent, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm sure there's a liturgical name for the Thursday before.
Oh, it's like the 735th Sunday after Pentecost or whatever. It's not that one really long string of well, we don't have really anything to call this. So we're just going to take Pentecost and count how many weeks it's been. It gets up to like 32nd or something.
Whatever that day is, that was the day. Yeah. That was the day. And I left my offering.
May the Lord bless you and keep you.
May make his face shine upon you.
May lift up his countenance unto you and grant
give
you peace.
Peace, like that, yeah.
I always loved hearing those words when I was a kid because that meant the service was over and we were about to go get donuts.
The donut speech!
Yes! I can taste the chocolate ice right now. That's my true communion.